Okay, PJNet Live coming up with Del Didway. Our bumper is rolling. We are recording, and we'll switch to Studio 6 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, welcome to PJNet Live, and I am not recording for... Yeah, we are. Yeah, we got it. We're good. Hey, Del Didway is at the Cincinnati airport on Sunday evening. And he will be indisposed for his appearance on Tuesday night. So Del has been gracious enough to join us by way of the Wi-Fi at the airport. Del, you're a busy man. You're going somewhere.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to... Can you hear me okay there? I'm getting ready to head out to Los Angeles. And just was here at the Cincinnati airport. Just left the Bengals game. Oh my gosh, it was bad.
They get beat again? Yeah, nothing new.
They got beat again. So they're looking at a legitimate offer. And so, they have a real shot at that because Jacksonville was a team they were supposed to beat. And now they have to travel to London, and I'm not going there. No. So that's a long way to go to get beat.
I hear you.
They'll just cancel the game.
Or it's, just play last year's game or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Del, I know we're kind of pressed for time. You could get called into the gate at any moment. You've written your blog early. This is easy. Life-changing events for you. It was a conference. And you know what? Me too.
Right. Yeah, so, this post was about the upcoming Ohio Christian Writers Conference. I gave you a little background on how going to one changed my life for the best. And you just got a small glimpse of what we go through because the ones that really changed my life were a little bigger, a lot more people at them. But still, no matter the size, it's what you do at these conferences that make an impact. And so I gave a little background as to... what happens to me. Every October of the past 3 or 4 years have just been life-changing for me. And I give a little background on what's happened every October, and it's always a fun time of the year for me. I just had a birthday, and it seems like all my contracts seem to come in October, and that's always a good thing. And now getting ready to head out to Los Angeles, to Hollywood for the week, and be a fun, action-packed week. But, the gist of my blog is the conference, what happens to these conferences, the Ohio Conference coming up here in 2 or 3 weeks. You're going to be there. You're going to try to be there. And you just got a small glimpse of what happens at one conference, at the North Carolina Conference. But these things are life-changing.
Well, I've myself and my producer, or my handler, Barbara, sat down last night. I'm driving from Tallahassee to Liberty, North Carolina. The next day I'll be in Charleston, West Virginia, 2 nights in Ohio, and then 1 night in Greenville, South Carolina. So, but the thing that impressed me, even if you're not a writer, those are great worship, if nothing else.
Yeah, they put a lot of, that's first and foremost they want to accomplish is have a good worship time. Because if God's not there and you don't feel the Spirit, then you're basically wasting your time. And so they put a lot of thought into that. A lot of time goes into the worship services, and there are plenty of them. They start them out in the morning. They have them in the evening, all day long. So we have a...
All right, we got a little pause in the audio there. We'll kind of wait for it to come back. He is using Wi-Fi. He's got his phone charged up. We know that. But Del Didway, okay, he just kind of got disconnected. So here's what I'm going to do, is go there and go there. And we'll kind of wait and see if Del's able to rejoin us. But what Del was about to say, I have read his, or the early release of his blog. And he talks about how these conferences has changed his life. And he's asking for a new link. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause for just a moment because we're not live. We can do that. And we will continue with PJNet in just a moment. Okay, PJNet Live continuing with Del Didway after the disconnect. Okay, Del, here well, where are we? There we are. Okay. Del, first thing, great worship, but it goes beyond worship, obviously. People go a long ways to come to that. They can go worship at their home location, but if you're a writer...
Yeah, that's just part of the experience, I think, and it just makes you feel at ease, I think. A lot of folks a lot of folks really want that, and a lot of them don't expect that type of a service. They don't expect that to be at a writers conference, and it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, hey, this is real, this is legit. These people are on the level here. We even have a lady that goes around. She comes to the conference just to pray with people. Mm-hmm. That's her whole. That's her whole mission there. It's her whole. That's what she's. That's what she comes there to do. So it just gives you a good feeling that knowing these folks, have your spiritual, strengths in mind as well as your writing strengths, and they want to help you there too. So it's just a fun time.
It is. It is. And now, if you are a writer, this is a real feast. I mean, a cornucopia of goodies for writers. Tell me some of them.
Yeah, it's just there's everything you're going to want to learn about writing or getting into the business.
Well, wouldn't you know, we are failing again to connect. I think the Wi-Fi there. He's at an airport, so you never know. We're using somebody else's Wi-Fi, so I'll see if we can get him back. Folks, we're struggling to put this all together here on PJNet Live, and thank you for your patience. We've already had one network interruption. Okay, hold on. Well,
I think it was my fault, but I got a phone call.
Okay, all right. Well, let's carry on, sir.
Well, thanks for your patience. It's been obviously a different time here, so I'm sitting here in an airport. But for those of you who want to be a writer or think you can be a writer or have a movie script as well, or a play or a devotion or some type of a writing ministry, going to a Christian Writers Conference is the best thing you can do to start out. If you don't know where to go, and even if you've been in it for a long time, it's a great refresher. It's a time to catch up on new ideas. And so I'll be teaching at the Ohio Conference 3 classes this year. So we're hoping to have some good participation, and the lineup's changing all the time. So
right,
we're always adding people to it.
So there's workshop, there's breakout classes, there's opportunities to meet with editors, publishers, recruiters. I mean, there's opportunities to sell your book if you're a vendor that's published. I mean,
yeah,
and there's great food too.
Yeah, and so in fact, I was on the phone this week with Chick-fil-A. They'll be supplying lunch on Friday, as well as Texas Roadhouse. So we're going to have some good food there, and we're going to have a good time. You'll be able to sit down and pitch your work to some agents, some publishers, and who knows what happens. There'll be opportunities to sit down on and talk to PJNet, mm-hmm. and have a little fun time there too.
Right. Now the second half of your blog kind of took a turn and went down a path. Tell us what's on your mind.
It just tells it's what writing does for me. How I use writing. It's like a therapy for me. I've had a lot of stuff not even published, so that I've written. So it's a time for me to sit down and kind of just pour out. It's writing helps me to learn, and doing these devotions that I've written. I've learned a great deal about Scripture because I'll find a topic and I'll go find that topic and I'll read 13, 15 scriptures and learn from that. So writing's therapy for me. It helps me to release things. It helps me to learn. And, writing is just a great outlet for me, as music is for some, and going fishing is for others. I enjoy those too, but writing has a way to kind of free up my thoughts a lot.
Well, Dale, one thing that I've noticed in this ministry here at PJNet, when you know that you've got to, quote, produce something, okay, mm-hmm. It changes your entire spiritual walk because you've got to have your radar up for inspiration at all times. And even if you never get it published, you're going to grow spiritually by just taking this journey.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's getting on this journey and learning for yourself, praising God. I got a message from a person I don't know this week who sent me an email telling me how much, and this, I guess it's a shameless plug, but how much he enjoyed Dugout Devotions. He lives in Colorado. He said that my book has helped him and inspired him to start writing. He wants to do the same thing. I'm thinking, wow, this is awesome. So, we've been corresponding, and it really touched me and blessed me because I feel like I made a difference because he said my writing has inspired him. So that's amazing. I don't know who this is, but that's what it's about.
For the last minute, see if you can get that microphone unburied from your sweater.
I know. Well, I have it right here.
Okay, there it is. That's fine. Fortunately, it's kind of worked out good that we recorded this because I'll be able to compensate for some of that.
Is that better? Is this better now?
Sure, a lot better.
My finger was over the mic. So.
Okay, well, we're going to see how good we can make you sound with your finger over the mic. I mean, we'll do our best. And Del, I have bet. It's funny because as you were kind of sharing, I still have this stack of business cards from the North Carolina
That's awesome.
conference. I mean, I've got 40 or 50, and you make a lot of new contacts and you network, and this is unlike most what I would call competitive business environments where these people don't see each other as competitors to get the attention of a publisher or an agent or whatever. They just seem to be brothers and sisters in Christ trying to help each other along. Very different from the real world.
I am in both the Christian market and the general market, and the group that will be at the Ohio Christian Writers Conference, they want to help you. They want to advance you. They want you to be advanced. And whereas the general market,
well, I tell you what, we just keep kind of freezing up again, and again, Dell's at an airport using Wi-Fi. Probably some 13-year-old kid has got an Xbox or something and gaming and doing all that stuff. But he is going to be called to the gate at any minute now. So what we'll do, I know this has been a rather abbreviated PJNet Live tonight, but we're just grateful that Dell was able to make some time and his commitment. All right. Well, I was just giving you all these commendations, and I don't know if you could hear any of that or not. But
your thing.
Okay, well, I said nice things about you.
I'll send you a check.
I'll cash it.
Well, sorry for all the bumps and little speed bumps in this airport here, but it's just been. I wanted to try to carve out a few minutes to jump on the show, and I appreciate you leaving work early to make this happen. So.
Well, it's great. And now, like I said, you've got a busy week and you're at an airport. I think there's probably a 13-year-old kid with an Xbox over there that's messing everything up, probably playing a game or something. I don't know.
Everybody's on their phone.
There you go. All right. Well, Dell, listen, they're probably going to call you to the gate any minute. Have safe travels. Can't wait to hear the report when you get back. And I'll see you in Ohio. That starts November the
8th. 8th, 9th.
8th and 9th. That's a Friday. It's the Friday and Saturday before Veterans Day. I remember that.
Right. We'll be up there on the 7th helping things get ready. So
will I. Yeah.
Awesome.
I assume I'll be there noonish around there. And we got a lot of gear to set up this time, and hopefully we'll do an even better job.
Looking forward to it, and thanks for the time, and sorry the show was a little bumpy.
It's all right, man. We appreciate it, Dale. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Bye now.